Hello everyone and welcome to a Disney tag video. So thanks to SeeShaunVlogs for tagging us in this and we're going to go through the 20 questions. Okay, so we've got a special guest here today. Say hello, Lucy.
Hello, Lucy.
So we thought we'd do this together as Disney is a big part of our lives because we love it. We're trying to go as often as possible. At the moment it's every 2 years, but we'd like to do it more if we could. So let's get straight into it. I wrote all my answers down because I won't remember it. She's going to do this ad hoc, so it could be interesting to see where we go. So first question, first time at Disney World. For me, it was in 1999. When I was 19, I went with my mum and dad, and it was great because it was old school Disney. Animal Kingdom hadn't even been built yet. I think it was being built when I went there. Universal was still Universal Studios with Back to the Future and Jaws and etc. So that was a good time.
My first time was in 2005 with him here. It was our first holiday together, and it was great because he was really excited. I didn't really know what to expect. He was getting frustrated with me because I wasn't excited enough, and that was where it all came for us, really.
I remember booking that holiday and bouncing around the mall, and I couldn't understand why Lucy was not that bothered about it. To the point I just said, I'm going to cancel it and I'm going now. So next question, number 2, favourite Disney park? Hands down, no questions asked, Hollywood Studios. It's always been my favourite park, even back when it was called MGM Studios. It's got a place for me because I wasn't really a big fan of rides and stuff, and we went there with my mum and dad, queued up about half an hour for the Tower of Terror, got to the front and then bottled it, and had to go down that little service elevator back to the entrance to the ride, the walk of shame, and I beat myself up for the rest of the day to the point of I made my mum and dad take me back the following day so I could go on it, and I did it. And Tower of Terror is now and still is my favourite ride in Disney. Oops, I've answered one of the other questions. But that's why I love Hollywood Studios. Plus, you've got Star Wars coming this year. I'm a massive Star Wars fan, so looking forward to that.
It's a difficult one, but my favourite Disney park is Magic Kingdom. Just because it is the most magical place on earth. When you walk down Main Street, you see the castle, and it's for the little kids, but it brings out the little kids in all of us. So that's my favourite park.
So the business.
Oh, everybody loves it there, don't they?
On to question 3 then. Favourite land in the Magic Kingdom and or Pavilion at Epcot? I'm going to answer both of these. Favourite land in Magic Kingdom is Adventureland, because it's got Splash Mountain and the Mine Train, and they're probably my 2 favourite rides in Magic Kingdom, and around the corner you've got Haunted Mansion as well. But yeah, I love the theming of the old frontier. I think it's great, and I love the music for when you go around Splash Mountain and stuff. I think that's ace. Gutted last year when we went and it was being refurbed, so I can't wait to go back next year and go back on that. And for Epcot, for me, it's Mexico. It's a very close call. I do like the round the world pavilions, but nothing really there takes me, and so out of all of them I'd say Mexico, because you've got the boat ride in the Chichen Itza pyramid, and you could buy Dos Equis there as well, which is good.
Yeah, good question. I can't remember the name of the man in Magic Kingdom.
Even though it's your favourite park?
Even though it's my favourite park. It's the part where the carousel into small That's my favourite one because it's all of the things that I love. I love the carousel because it reminds me of Mary Poppins. I love Peter Pan and I have done since I was a child.
It's really good stuff.
That's not one of the reasons why I love it.
Yeah, but it's got that sort of character.
Yeah, I know, but that's not what I'm thinking of. I love It's a Small World. I don't care that it's annoying. I don't care that the song gets stuck in your head. I like it because it's just pure
Disney.
escapism. Yeah, it is. It's pure Disney.
Pure Disney.
Yeah. And in Epcot, again, I can't remember the name of it, but I'm only doing it because he's done it. My favourite bit is the part where Test Track and
It's not a pavilion.
It is. What do you mean it's not a pavilion? It's a land, isn't it?
Pavilion bit is the around the world.
Well, none of those. Purely because I feel like we've never fully taken advantage of the pavilion at Epcot, and it's one of the things that I want to do and make the most of the next time we go, because we've either rushed round because we were being rained on, or we've dragged ourselves round because we were too hot, or previous to those two last times we've just never really taken a proper interest in it. So it's somewhere that I think we could get a whole lot more out of if we properly looked into it, because we just walk round, we don't look at what's there. And I do want to do it properly one of the times that we go, the next time we go.
Question 4, I've already answered this. Favourite ride at Disney Parks? Terra Terra.
Terra.
I love how different each ride is as well. It's not just you go up and down, it's completely random how it does it. I remember the first time I went on it, it was just one drop, and then they changed it the year after to Terra Terra 2 where you did 2 drops, and I just love the random of it, and I love the theming of it as well, and I will be gutted if they replicate that as what they've done in Hollywood and change it to Guardians of the Galaxy. As much as I love that film anyway, I will be gutted if Terra Terra changes, and bottom of my heart I've got a feeling it's going to happen, and that will make me sad.
I love the theming of it. I love the creepy bell hops that you have when you're having the lift doors close, and you get the funny ones that really get into character, and just as the lift doors close you just see an eye, or they drag their fingers down the lift, the glass in the lift door. I love the Twilight Zone part of it, when you're going through to the end part.
I think that's what's the rumour I've heard that they're getting rid of, the Twilight Zone bit. That is another rumour that I've heard.
I hope they don't, because it's all part of it. That's what makes it.
And I love Stitch dressed as a bellhop as well. Least favourite ride at Disney Park. Now this is going to be controversial for me, because everyone raves about it. It's everyone's first fast pass. I hate the ride. It's rubbish. It's not worth the queue. It's not worth wasting that fast pass on. It is soaring. There, I've said it, and I don't care who hates me for it. I don't know, I just don't like that ride. I just think it's overrated, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either. We waited a good few years ago now. We waited hours for that ride, and it just wasn't worth the wait, was it? And I think part of that is the fact that people do rave on about it so much, and we've just never been able to see the attraction of it. Another one that I didn't like, although it's gone now, was Stitch's Great Escape. It just never grabbed me. I don't know why.
It did grab you.
Well, it didn't me because I'm not as tall as you. But yeah, I never really was too much for that one either.
Number 6, favourite show at Disney Parks. This is a tough one for me. I don't know this year. We haven't really seen that many shows. I know it's terrible to say you've been to all Disney. Next year when we go, this is our 10th time of being, well, 10th time for myself. And I've never been to a Disney show. It's terrible, isn't it? We did go to Lion King last year, but then waited 45 minutes and then they cancelled it.
And that was going to be my answer. What about Indiana Jones?
Yeah, we'll go Indiana Jones. It's the only show I've seen.
Yeah.
Is it a show?
Yeah, it's a show.
We'll class it a show. We'll both go for that one then. Okay, next one.
I want to say though, for that answer, I would like to say The Lion King, but unfortunately I've never been able to see it through technical difficulties, so...
Next year will be our year.
Yeah.
Favourite Disney character meet, or one you really want to meet? Again, I'm going to answer both of these. I won't go into detail. Chewbacca, just because it's Star Wars, I love Star Wars, and the fact that he nearly ripped my arms off. Because I went to fist bump him and he took it as an insult and thought I wanted to fight him. So that was quite intimidating, but also funny and great fun. And one of the characters I would love to meet is Lotso, just to see if that man smells, or that bear, sorry, smells of strawberries. I think you can only meet him at the moment during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party in the Magic Kingdom. I saw him from afar, but the queue was just too big to warrant queuing for it. We don't like queuing. Whether that'll change in Toy Story Land opens, we'll have more meet and greets with different characters that we'll be seeing. But yeah, Chewbacca and Lotso.
I've got two favourite Disney characters. Mickey is my first favourite Disney character, particularly the talking Mickey, because that was a fantastic experience when we met him. Like a treasured memory for our family, so that's my first one. And also when we met Duffy Bear, I know you can't meet him anymore, but Duffy Bear is a big favourite in our household, and so that was a brilliant memory for us again. For me to...
You answered the 20th question. Carry
on. Okay. You've put me off now. So who would I really want to meet? I would really want to meet... Probably... I'm a big fan of Moana at the moment, and I'm a big fan of Rapunzel from Tangled, so I think I'd like to meet either one of those, or actually Mary Poppins, childhood fan of, yeah, one of those three. It's difficult to decide.
Greedy. What are we on? Question 8. What type of Disney item do you collect the most, or favourite souvenir? We've got quite a few favourite souvenirs. We like collecting mugs, we like collecting the pins, magnets, fridge magnets, t-shirts for me. I think not last year, in 2015, we packed minimal. I literally took like 3 t-shirts with me, and I think I bought about 25 t-shirts when I come back, mainly Star Wars related, but they're all from Disney parks. But I've got so many souvenirs, there's not one I can pick out, but I do love the magnets, and we do love the pin badges. I'd like to collect more mugs as well. We are collecting the Starbucks ones. We've got Hollywood Studios and the Universal one, but obviously you load your cases full of mugs, you ain't coming back to the UK. Yeah, I haven't really got a favourite. I like collecting different things.
Why can't you come back to the UK if you've got a case full of mugs?
Because it'll cost you about £1 million.
Okay. I second all of that, plus for me, Mickey ears or Disney ears. I've only got 2 in my collection, but I hope to expand it with each visit.
Question 9 then. Favourite Disney attraction that is no longer at the parks? Got to be Great Movie Ride. I know it's only recently just gone, but I will miss that ride. Mainly for the theming of it as well, especially in the queue with all the memorabilia there, with Beverly Hills Cop, the Ark from Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then just the general like interaction with the characters in the ride with the gangster and all the different movies. I thought it was dated. Yeah, I knew it was dated, but I'll miss that ride. And it'd be interesting to see what they're going to do with the Mickey and Minnie's road race adventure, whatever it's called.
I don't know if it's an attraction as such, but the thing that I miss that is no longer at the parks is the hat at Hollywood Studios, because I don't know, it's kind of a big symbol of Disney for me. When we first went, the only thing I wanted to get when we went away was a, what do you call them, like a little topper for your Ariel, and it was the Fantasia hat, and I don't know why that particularly stuck in my mind, but that was all I wanted to. I had no idea the amount of merchandise that you could get back then. But yeah, I like that hat, I miss it.
Interesting. Monorail or ferry? Well, it's not really a favourite, but we like to get the ferry out in the morning for a nice leisurely stroll over the bay to the park, and then depending on coming back, whatever's there first. If the ferry's there first, we'll get that. If the monorail there first, we'll get that. So, next question. What was your first Disney movie you saw in theatres? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. My first Disney movie was The Black Cauldron. I can't remember a whole lot about it, but I was thinking about buying it the other day, just to watch it again, because I am trying to get through watching as many as I can again. I've got a list that I'm slowly ticking my way through.
Mine, after looking at the list of when the years this movie came out, was The Rocketeer. Didn't really go to the cinema much back when I was younger, but I remember going to see that, because that's the only Disney movie I can remember going to see. I think it was that one. I enjoyed it. Rocketeer was good. And if you go to Hollywood Studios, I don't know if it's still there, but where the dinosaur is, there's in the middle of the lagoon thing, there's a cafe there, and it's got the Rocketeer helmet in there. Number 13, most underrated Disney movie. And following a live video with Sean, you mentioned WALL-E. We do own WALL-E. I've never watched it, and I watched it on Saturday, and it's great. So I think that was one of his answers, and that's why I watched it, and I have to agree with him. WALL-E.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Did you say Moana?
I don't know, because
I don't know how people. I've never seen. There's a lot of stuff in the shops, but it's never been big hype. So is it underrated? I don't know. It's better than Frozen.
Which you've not seen.
No.
You haven't.
Anyway,
I
next
don't know.
question.
I really like Tangled, and I really like what's it called? Brave. And again, they're really good films. I think particularly Tangled, I think, is a really good film because it's got a lot of humour in it, but you don't really hear people raving about those films.
Never seen it. Saddest moment in a Disney film. Which one are you going to pick, thinking?
Oh, you know which one I'm going to pick.
Is it Dumbo?
Yes. Oh, it's so sad. When the mummy elephant is locked in the cage because they think she's mad, and Dumbo's outside, and I could cry just thinking about it. And she puts a little trunk out and they hold trunks. Devastating.
Mine is Toy Story 3, where they're all sliding down the lava, and then they all start linking hands because they realise that's the end. Quite an emotional scene, that is. You actually crying?
No? For once.
15. Favourite Disney princess and favourite Disney prince. I don't have one, so I'm going to pick Snow White and Aladdin for no particular reason.
Okay. Well, my favourite Disney princess is Rapunzel, and my favourite Disney prince is Aladdin because I can't think of another prince. But if we're just saying Disney boy characters, then I'm going to say Peter Pan.
Favourite Disney villain, number 16, Captain Hook. It was between Captain Hook and Scar. Oh, yeah, Captain Hook.
See, I couldn't really think about this one, and then he said Captain Hook, and I think that's a great answer. But also, I would say Cruella de Vil because she's evil.
Number 17, which Disney voice character would you like to meet? Now, this is what this question means, because there could be different interpretations of this. So, if you're talking about the voice of the characters or the character itself, I don't know.
I think it's the person who is the voice.
Okay then, it was a toss-up for me between Tom Hanks and The Rock.
Both of which I suggested to him.
Yes. But at the moment, I think The Rock's ace, and I really like his character, Maui in Moana, and I can't believe how good the guy can sing, and I really do love that song. So, The Rock. Dwayne Johnson.
I would like to meet John Ratzenberger.
Good one.
Yeah, because he's been in so many, well, all of the Disney Pixar films, which is brilliant. And also, I liked his character in Cheers, Cliff Clavin, legend, in his own White Sox.
The Postman.
Yeah.
18. If you could live in any world from a Disney film, which would you choose? 2 for me, but the one I'll go for is Neverland. Because if I had the option, I would want to grow up like that. And I love pirates.
What's the other one?
Radiator Springs.
Ooh. See, that would have been a good one for which voice character would you like to meet? Because then I could have took Elliot with me to meet Lightning McQueen.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Which one from Disney? Oh, goodness me. So I could say Moana because it looks nice and sunny there.
What's it called?
I don't know. But it's dying, isn't it? So that's, is it Tafiki or something like that? I am Moana from something like that, isn't it?
I only watched it Sunday.
I know.
Maybe Monday.
I'm sure it's Tafiki or something like that. Oh, do you know? I don't know.
Tafiki? Isn't that the...
No, that's Rafiki.
Oh. You know what I was thinking?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to say that because I can't think of another answer for that one.
Cool. 19. If you could say anything to Walt Disney now, what would it be? Just be a simple thank you, because he has brought magic to millions and millions of people's lives. There's nothing really profound that I could ask him, or what question I would simply shake his hand and say thank you.
I'd say great work.
I expected something different from that.
So, what did you expect? Something else.
Your best Disney memory. I've wrote something down, but I've changed it. And I think it has to be when we took the boys to see Talking Mickey last year. Owen was only 5 months, but Elliot, we didn't know what he was going to do, and he was a bit overawed with him, was he? And we gave him hugs and high fives and dancing around with him like an elephant. And Owen was trying to bite his nose. So yeah, that's probably my favourite Disney memory as it stands. Or when we see there's loads coming back now, we'll go with that one because I think you're going to say the next one.
What do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Because that was an amazing experience, and part of the reason why it was amazing was because you don't really think a 5-month-old is going to get a whole lot out of something like that. But Mickey was so gentle, and he just waited. He waited for Owen to touch his nose, and he waited for Owen to bite. Well, it was like a kiss, a bite, a lick, whatever. But it was like he got all the time in the world, wasn't it? To spend with them both. Elliot was like a bottle of pop. He was literally bouncing up and down on the spot to see his friend Mickey. And they both had, it was just lovely, really lovely. And we got some fantastic photos of it, haven't we? So there's that one. And then the other time was...
You can't have two.
I'm reiterating your point. But my other one is...
No.
Is when we were at Epcot, we met Duffy Bear, and
last time he was there as well.
Yeah, which is wonderful and sad at the same time. It was a really hot day. It was a really hard slog, wasn't it, going around the world, and we were on our way back, making our way out of the park. And
we just caught him by accident.
Yeah, we didn't really know who he was. It was just one of those things. Oh, there's another character over there. We've got a photo book for Elliot, so yes, let's go and get another autograph. So we queued, we met him, it was great. Then we could see storm clouds rolling in from the distance, and the heavens opened, didn't they? And it rained like
the end of the world.
Yeah, it was dark, it was thundering, there was lightning, it was torrential. So we sheltered in various shops and places where we could, skipping and hopping out of the park. You had a fight with a man in one of the shops over a lightsaber, which was really funny because he kind of snuck up on him and started.
What's this got to do with different men?
Well, it's the memory of that day, that whole day, but leaving that park that day.
The best part of that day was buying a lightsaber.
Okay. It was just one of those, I'll always think of Epcot and think of being drowned and meeting Duffy Bear. It was just oddly lovely.
Well, that's it. That's our 20 questions. So thank you, Sean, for tagging me in your last video. I'm going to tag the Main Street Journal, which is a great channel. If you've not checked him out, he does daily trivia questions and some live ones as well. And new to YouTube, but she's got an account on Instagram, so check out her pictures there. It's Spectro Magical. I hope I said that right. I'll put the links to their channels below. So yeah, I'll tag you two guys. So thanks for watching, and if you like the channel, please subscribe if you haven't already, comment and all the other bits that you do for YouTube. So thanks for watching, see you soon.